is riding up, give it 100%. Gonna take on the world. We got
Sure, you close
to the speaking the truth, and I do. We making the news. Proof. No, we don't want to lose. Taking the. We gotta break all the rules.
All right. Welcome to our podcast. I am your host, James Gill, and with my
Kick this on. Yeah.
Joel, we got Nick. Say that right?
Correct.
Hey, welcome to the show. For the first time, I've been trying to get you on for a minute. But
Yeah, I've ran into a few difficulties, but
that's
here
all
I
right.
am.
It
Here
happens.
First timer.
Well, first time?
First time. We broke his cherry.
Welcome, man. How you been?
Why do I smell late?
How you been, bro?
Doing all right. How about you?
Not bad, man. Things. Summer's here, nice and warm outside. Other than that, pretty good.
You're getting busy again.
Or-
With all these out of towners coming in. And
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
since he's bartending, he's gonna be packed. That
No,
place is gonna be
We
busy.
have been busy, so
Do you ever ask any of the random people that come like, hey, you want to do this while you're here?
no.
Just people you know?
Yeah, just I know for right now. So I mean, it's not a big deal, but I mean, it's the random people that I find interesting to talk to.
Nice.
So Nick,
Thank you.
you're in that category.
You know, interesting people though.
I do.
I mean,
String or crazy.
Yeah. Well, you come across a lot of people in my field of work anyway, and just to put I don't know things in perspective, you just kind of you got a feel for it, you kind of feel how a person out. You can tell if they're worth talking to, or
I know exactly what you mean by that.
just some people you just like kind of shy away. I mean, I'm a observes first, so getting right to the conversation with someone. So that maybe make me kind of standoffish.
Same thing, a few drinks hit me that you then I don't care who you were or who you
Joe,
are.
on the other hand, this guy, he talks to everybody under the sun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, man? How
Not at all. That's hard.
Wow.
You never give your last water. You never know who you're ever gonna meet. Might be the last time you ever see him. You can just say, "Hey,
say whatever you want
my
to say?
name's Theo. Nice to meet you."
Somebody
Yeah,
told me
but have you ever ran into a situation where you're like, man, I wish I never talked to that person?
Yeah. I mean,
You
just
No, I haven't.
never talk to that person.
No, I haven't yet.
I have a few times.
Yeah, it doesn't happen a lot. It's just one of those things that
Because after a while, you're just gonna talking to them, and they're gonna go somewhere else, or I'm gonna leave, and poof.
Well, what's that one movement where like the stalker lady, she stalked this guy. It was just it started out as a normal conversation, and that was it. And then she was that crazy, and it turned into that. So I see what he's saying by observing and like, I'll pass on that.
Yeah. Because you can pick up a bad vibe of a person. I don't know. Some people send off bad vibes and just pick it up, and then
It's more me. I'm afraid to make people laugh. That they have an annoying laugh, like a high pitched squeal. I'm like, oh my god,
jeez.
please don't make her laugh. Please don't make her laugh. Oh, please don't make him laugh. Oh my god, why did I just do that? Shit.
That is completely opposite than most everybody. Like they like to laugh because
Right. Almost.
Yeah.
If it's annoying laugh, I don't want to make them laugh anymore.
Well, I don't know if it's more joyous making them laugh or the person laughing. That's what I'm getting at.
I see your point.
Like
both sides of that. Both
comedians
sides
choose that
both
route
sides.
because they make people laugh, and people just based on how annoying the laugh may be.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's a little bit
awful.
out there, but
I mean, because you got that one person that all of a sudden they're dying laughing, and all of a sudden they make a like that, and all of a sudden like they're gonna die, or it's really annoying high pitch. I mean,
I find it interesting to talk to people that snort.
oh, I do. I love that part. I love doing that.
You get them laughing really hard, and you just hear this like god awful sound. A
But
pig.
what is it? Is a snort or is it a fart?
No, you know,
like-
farts and snorts are totally different.
well, it's a little bit different because you said, maybe the last person or last time to do that. But
I love talking to people.
even though how annoying it may be, that's the last time you might have made that person laugh.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I
So-
love doing that. I love
so-
making people.
So
just
why you
happy.
say that you're afraid
I'm
of
just-
that?
No, I'm like he was saying is an annoying part of not meeting somebody or something like that atmosphere. I don't mind talking to people and anything else like that and laughing. It's more annoying part of, oh my God, that voice or that laugh was annoying to me. I don't want them to do it again. Shit's annoying. It's like a person talking to a point where almost sudden, like it's a high pitched squeal, like you're talking to a mouse. You don't want that. You don't want to talk to that nonstop.
No, but
24/7.
Is your laugh something that you could actually do anything about? Almost like
They can't change
somebody
anything.
you come across somebody with EO, like they can do that, and then you're like,
Wow,
man,
see-
why that person they stink, and now they won't
But
stop.
they
The
laughing.
thing
laugh.
is, you
But
can't
the-
change that.
You can't
No,
change it.
I don't know.
No,
I guess you can.
you could take a
I don't
shower
know.
and
But
do
they
wear
can still
deodorant
take
and all that.
showers.
You
They
can't
can
even think
still
about your
put
laugh,
stuff
though.
on. It's just how they come across, and they sweat more, where that's going to overpower everything else. Talking to somebody would have bad VO and stuff like that is, yeah, I mean, you don't want to be near them.
Is that peeves or
No.
is that a pet peeve?
Not for
Well,
me.
It is a little bit to
No.
me because you can think about that. It's like how do you not?
And it's a religion
notice?
thing. It could be a religion thing too. I mean, it's against a religion to put stuff like that.
That could be
Like something with a perfume, homemade armpit shit, and it smells like nothing, like baby powder, and then it goes away after a while. I can't judge a person with that.
No, well, I can tolerate it, I guess. But sometimes you just, it's overwhelming. You just take it anymore.
I mean, well, let's be honest. Man.
Would you say anything to that person if they had?
Can't. I'm not that rude.
No.
I'm rude, but I'm not that rude.
Oh, if
I
somebody
can't-
has a booger in this, I'll tell them.
Oh, if someone smells, I can't say you stink.
See, now
I can't do that. I can't.
Same
that
thing.
brings
can't do
that
that.
up another thing. If I see something in somebody's teeth, I may let it slide and let it go for it, so I'll constantly laugh at it. And I don't know if
Wait,
that's
you guys stinks.
No, if you got something in your teeth or a booger in your nose,
A
right?
boogie?
Yeah, it's hanging. Out,
Wait, you don't tell the guy right away?
No, is that mean?
I wouldn't say it's mean. Yeah,
I would say it's mean in the nose. Maybe not think about teeth.
I don't know. I kind of find it funny, man. There's simple things in life that make me laugh.
So
Um,
an hour later,
maybe.
wait till someone
No,
else says it.
I would say half an hour at least.
Wait till someone else says, "Hey, you had something in your teeth." Oh
That's
yeah, I
right.
forgot to tell you about
The
that.
simple things to him is other people's
Or
misfortune.
they say something. They find out they had this thing, and hey, you didn't tell me I had that in my
Yeah.
teeth. Well, I tell them the truth. I like to laugh at it. Well, if there's, maybe
Other
it's
people are
rude.
laughing at it with you.
I'm good at keeping a straight face when it's time to laugh.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah.
I'll keep a straight face, and I'll just walk away, and then I'll laugh away from
Oh,
my back turned to
yeah.
you.
You turn your back and you can watch your shoulders raise up a little, start laughing about.
I don't know if that's rude, but it's
I guess
It's
it's
hilarious.
rude, but I judge telling somebody if they have something like that, teeth or booger, on if they're in that, If I talk for a second, I notice it.
I'll
Talk
give
to
you
you a
that.
second
I'll give you
longer,
that,
and
yeah.
if you're cool and you're gonna go back and talk to people, I'll be like, hey man,
Yeah.
check this out.
Right.
But if you're an a-hole, like, hey, you have a great day. You know what I mean? And then you let them go on about it with it.
I give you that. I like that.
well, I like talking to people. Like I said, I am standing off sometimes, but I do enjoy talking to people. Some people have interesting things to
Well, if
say.
you believe in karma or treat people the way you like to be treated,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, agree. Now,
You feel guilty.
but I also laugh at myself if I find out that I have something in my teeth or a booger hanging in my nose. I've been walking around like this.
Would you be
Yeah,
mad at that person
I
not
wouldn't,
telling you?
I would actually wouldn't be mad.
But how many
I
times
was
if you find that out and you're like, man, nobody told me?
Yeah.
To yourself. Like, man, you told me.
I laugh at it. I mean, I often laugh for that. You know.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
Laughing at other people. That's like laughing at misfortune.
It's not misfortune.
Well,
misfortune if you have a booger hanging.
Yeah,
on your
if
nose.
they're trying to talk to a girl,
that.
if they're trying to talk to a girl at a bar and you know your burger, you know that's not going to work out. Not say nothing.
Oh man,
They should
you know,
just got-
oh,
or like,
man.
or if you're going to an interview and you're like, oh yeah, I'm I'm obligatory in this, and
I aced that.
they're going to totally ignore.
I nailed that.
I nailed that interview.
And then
yeah,
they're gonna walk out. They're gonna walk out of the interview room, and then those guys are gonna be like, "Man, did you see that booger in his face?"
Or they're gonna say, and then he goes out and wipes his nose. Did I have that the whole time I was?
Yeah, you did.
And
You got to check those things before you go to interviews. Talk to anyone. You go into the bathroom, check your stuff.
Yeah, check yourself before.
Yeah.
And then after that, after he notices the booger, he's like, "Man, I need a drink." After that, goes to the sandbar. And James is up laughing at him.
Oh man,
He still comes in with it.
I don't understand, man. It's some hilarious. That stuff you gotta laugh at things in life. Make you.
I guess we've seen it in a movie, yeah, but in real, it's like, come on. Yeah.
When did you?
When did I first meet him?
Yeah,
I think when Czars was still around.
Wasn't it?
Wow, damn, you're around that long?
Yeah, I'm old.
Have you lived around this place, man, for a while?
Yeah. Yes, I have. I guess when I originally from Minnesota, came here around 5th grade, I think, and I moved to Berrien because my mom was a teacher there, and then we moved to Stevensville, went to Lake, and then I got older, moved out of her house, and been in St. Joe pretty much that since then.
You been going to Czars?
Yeah, it was kind of a fire trap, but when you're younger, you're with the crowd, you're going.
A lot of people say that, and they don't want to go down there because it's underground.
But they still
not
go.
many ways to get out. And observes everything around you.
I hate that. I hate that saying. There's no way to get out. There's 3 ways you can.
You know, if it's a commotion, a fire, people panic and
I know.
Step on. I will push people down to get to
the
my
bar,
spot.
finish my drink, and walk out calmly when everybody got done.
Yeah, but if fires rage or something like,
the only way of rage, you'd have to break some
there
one
was for the pizza they had down there.
You didn't,
dude, that little pizza oven would not burn up.
Burn up, yeah.
Right. The truth, I had no idea anything down there.
Yeah, we made
when it's all
pizza
brick down to burn.
Yeah, but you'd have to be a
The
flash
fire
fire raging.
The fire has to start down there before anything happens.
Yeah. Like a one-on-one.
Man.
My thing is, I'll be grabbing a couple off. I'm going this way.
I don't know, just I don't know. Some people get scared to go into places they think. That was just me.
Exit plan back. On the wall,
yeah, you do. Yeah,
back out of
I
walls.
forgot about that.
Focus everything and see who's going to come up behind you.
Yeah, you always have to have your back against the wall. I remember you saying that to me one time.
That. That's paranoia.
Are you paranoid like that?
Yeah, paranoid someone's going to come up.
That's interesting. Yeah. Get into more detail. No. Yeah, bad experience or something. What's going on?
Oh yeah.
So give us an example.
College kids come up from behind all of a sudden. Then everybody's like this, looking around you, watching this person come up behind, and just call it. That was a chokehold.
He had a tattoo.
No, we didn't have that back then. We just
put you in the headlock.
Oh, dude, he put me in a headlock and dragged me a couple. But yeah, I'm always paranoid.
So there is a reason behind it.
Hell yeah,
kind of phobia.
I do understand a little bit because I've been put in a headlock
punched in the
when I was
kidneys a couple times,
and I had no idea how to get out of it because but now I know how to get out of those things. So
yeah, and I guess you
afraid I'm gonna get shanked. Afraid I'm gonna get shanked.
Seriously? What have you been doing?
What kind of crowd you hang?
Yeah, what kind of shit were you in?
Yeah.
Getting shanked.
Joe
Don't come for nothing.
What kind of life are you living?
Oh,
Joe is a thug. Say that again.
Like out of prison, but they down to grudges. You get a you know,
You
I'm
with the
serious.
telephone running
you know what this is. You
chubby. That's why I'm chubby. Get through that fat.
like, why are you so boxy?
Hell yeah.
All the way around. No, that's section A through H. Yeah, like,
Dude, I laugh at a lot of shit. That's the cake. I don't may hate me for this, but
Some more shock.
I saw this lady last night that had this thing on. I'm not saying it, but a few people know what I'm talking about.
What's the thing?
It looked like an energy.
Like one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I laughed out.
She
I
had
don't know if she heard me.
She had a
It
poop
was, but yeah.
You didn't hold that 30 minutes back and
No,
say
no.
that
Well,
little
at
thing in
at
the
the same
teeth
time,
and-
you know,
No,
I'm
just a minute. Don't
that
get me
thing in the
wrong.
teeth right away. Huh?
well, you
I couldn't help it, man. Something's
at the same time, you know who? Not any name. The one who cannot wear shoes at all, like
Yeah.
has to wear sandals and flip flops even in the winter.
yeah.
Because she has those like
Yeah.
fishing toenails. Like she just sticks her feet in the
I
water,
wish
comes up
I
with
wish you
like
could put the screen.
oh,
That's a horrible.
oh
sight.
yeah,
Yes,
I
took
know
a
what you're
picture
talking
of that.
about. Hell yeah.
she be eating frog legs like
Frog legs.
off her toes though.
She yeah that right there is that was the worst thing I've seen time.
Talking about czars in the good old days and stuff like that.
I don't know about good
Oh, they're good. So
tables.
with this area here, since 20, this place died down on bars and places to go to eat and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
Is that, do you feel that that's true?
That's a
Do you
common
feel that's
thing
true?
now.
Well, yeah, and I know exactly why that is too.
Why? Let me hear your reason.
Is because bullies are harpies, and they'll sit right outside on the block. You could see them from the park. Nickies, they do it everywhere, and then nobody feels comfortable coming there. I mean, I know I'm not saying drive home drunk. That's not cool. But also at the same time, when people have
you
just
said drunkies. I said
yeah,
I think you said something else.
What
Yeah,
you think?
I don't know. I was
not junkies, not junkies.
I think you said junkies actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know what you were
yeah.
talking about though.
Okay.
But
When you
it
said
don't-
the cops,
it-
I knew what you were talking
it
about.
just ruined businesses, and then also not always them. Not always them. Isn't they do their part too here and there. But
Yeah.
bad as I know, some of the few of the bars and horrible job. They're more worried about looking cool to the ladies and whatever that than actually being profitable.
So you don't think it was 2020 reason for why half the bars around here
Part of
Well,
it.
big part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it was, but a lot of places ignored that,
Oh yeah, they did. I'll give you that.
and you heard
The hotel.
do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the hotel.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
what
that was
used to
the
buoys,
one.
or what was it?
Uh,
What they change it to? Not buoys.
no, what was it again?
So the R Was it?
Riviera.
Riviera.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a piece of shit.
Wait,
Well,
you mean
You
the
know
manager?
what was-
You mean the manager or?
The man.
Oh wow.
Oh God, I didn't. Oh, I swore to ever work for him, and I did.
I know you did.
And I
Wait, you worked for about 2 months?
no, well, it was more like about 4 to 5.
Yeah, it
months.
wasn't that long.
It wasn't that long. It was
I was working for him.
the
I had to.
summer because it didn't open up till June
Yeah.
June 11th.
Because yeah,
It's I mean, it's
Yeah, it was
decent.
nice.
Well, he
It's
got-
huge.
I don't know what you call that, like ticketed or
Oh yeah, you could just
caught
take
for
it.
keep doing it, and then
Citation.
citation,
Yeah.
and then open is go through there.
This fucker put it on Facebook. He made
Yeah,
it
oh, yeah.
viral.
Yeah, there's no beating on the bush. And then,
Of all time.
You know, and then who shows up because it's not a bar at night?
Cops.
Well, and what? Why would the cops show up? Yeah, and it's just one big hall park the floor.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
The owner
And
hated it. The guy that owns the hotel, he hated that part.
and
Had to-
That they, you know,
yeah,
he was a piece of shit too. I don't
he
like
is.
him.
I don't like him.
oh yeah,
You know, he just bought a restaurant though,
What restaurant?
right down the road from Sandbar, the lake, where there used to be the
Oh,
mansion. Mansion.
yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the mansion. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He's opening it up to another restaurant.
and what was another dude who bought a lamb brick? Who bought lamb bricks?
Oh, dude, it's pretty cool. Though.
No, they did a great
they
job.
did a great
cleaning it up.
job.
You know, is that the same people? Who does totally different?
He owned a store in Stevensville. The what's it called? What's called there?
Liquor cabinet? No, liquor down.
Oh, they got.
And then they just bought it.
I'm
And
trying-
cabinet is that one place.
Oh, liquor cabinet's the one on Hilltop. Do you know?
No, no, that's the liquor.
That's liquor cabinet.
Well, what's that small one right by Lake?
Liquor
Oh,
locker.
Liquor Locker. Yeah.
Not liquor locker. The one on beers and right across the street from Walgreens. I can't think of it now.
From Walgreens.
Yeah, Walgreens on John in Cleveland.
Oh, liquor.
He owns that. He owns that one and this one, and he owns another one. He has on liquor.
Oh yeah.
Good for him.
There's only one guy, one family. At least I know of.
You know, across the bridge in St. Joe, like Wilpers, there's this gated community, and
A gated community over there.
yeah, it's like gigantic multi-million-dollar houses, and I helped tile one of them. I don't want to drop a name there, but the person who owns all the gas stations and all that,
cool.
they had the biggest one there, and they all lived there as a family. And I was wondering if that was the one with the gas stations or the liquor.
I know it's unfortunate that a lot of early around here. There's just money to be made. The overflow of people staying closing early and not being open, especially for kitchens and stuff like that. People that want to eat late.
Well, that's kind of better on your guys' bar because you guys setting a standard where, hey, you know, you've had it. We're doing our thing on the weekdays. Weekend something else, but when that's a really good deal for Mickey's, you know.
Yeah.
And then the fights, that's where you get people drinking out in their car, you know, going in, you know, ordering water, and then that's where you get like the bad crowd, you know, the drunk.
Well, it's a typical quote unquote hole in the wall bar, a dive bar.
Who?
Mickey's, of course, right?
Yeah. I think all these are dive.
I don't know, but
for the most part.
But
Only
if you were the only, like, would you want to be the one where all crazy super drunk people at 2 a.m. trying to, you know, impress this and do that and double fist and, you know, fucking whiskey and coke and all that? Would you want to be the bar with that all those people are leaving to at 2 a.m, or would you want to be the ones that they called it good at midnight, you know, and you were good when you left,
and then you won't,
what you did is,
right.
you know,
it's all totally up to you.
At least this place has 2 bars, though. This town has 2 bars. Rhoda, there's only one.
Road is a village.
and Tapestry closed down, left the Haybox.
I mean, you got Bridgman doesn't have any. If you count the Getaway,
Yeah.
I mean, there's not a lot of places around here.
No, it's been cut down, and
it's cut down a lot.
Once COVID shut everything down, and then no one would open right up after all that shit. As far as COVID, it was hard to rebound from that.
Mom and pop shop.
Time places closed. Czars is one of them.
Yeah,
Czars is one. Now it's a pizza place.
I know what
That's on
was that?
Pizza Nardo.
That was one of the cornerstones of St. Joe to have a live music
Yeah.
venue.
27 years we were
Yeah.
open.
Oh no,
Oh,
it was
no,
longer than that.
I don't think so. We had our
Oh,
25th.
20, that was almost 30. It would have been
Yeah.
30 a couple years ago.
Live music was few and far between. Mickey's had it going for a while, but then the whole thing, like they had rock night, but everybody would show up. Hey, can I get a water? And then you would find like 20 bottles of liquor.
But they
out in the
charged.
parking lot.
But they charge at the door.
That was like
That's for the music.
that was
right?
way back in the day because my buddy Eric Duck, when he used to throw the shows there, he
we
got
love
Shout out to
Ducky.
Duck.
Yeah, shout outs, Ducky.
no, he would get some badass people. He got
Yeah.
corn there. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
remember that.
I
Remember
mean,
that.
if you're
Yeah,
not,
he had
if
Jason,
you're gonna,
yeah,
if you're gonna
Jason
give him
did.
shit for charging $15, I mean, then go somewhere else. I
Right.
mean, that was,
right.
you know. But if you're just getting like rap night, you get some locals from Benton Harbor.
Yeah.
And one of the songs was "Look at my shoes, look at my shoes." You know, yeah, that's in the news. Look at my shoes, and the whole thing. And there were like three bars that they
That was
actually.
horrible.
Dude, that was pretty good. But
That's verbatim.
Exactly.
That was verbatim. Like that's not me joking. It's actually what.
kind of sad you remember that.
Well, you
I
saw
remember this.
horrible.
A lot of music down there. They had a couple of nice acts down there. You know,
I mean, yeah. Again, few and far between, but yeah, they did. But like when it was back, they charging that they actually brought in some good.
Yeah,
you know, thing.
He was great.
And
at
it just
that,
sucked that they didn't respect the establishment that brought it in. They just thought, hey, I'm gonna go get, you know, I up out in my car, and I'm not gonna give the business or you know the establishment any business by ordering drink, doing that, you know, and then they would get wasted because they're trying to slam them out in the parking lot, and then they would get into fights.
Shit, I remember.
And that's why they had to shut it all down, the stage into an arcade thing. And
I mean,
it's just
does that make it worse?
No, actually, for what they are, I think it's a great place to go for what they are. No entertainment, and they're still busy. Get the 21 to 20, I'll say 30-year-old young crowd.
In your head, you gotta.
I'm happy for them. I am. I'm happy that they get the young crowd. Let the young crowd.
I don't want to get. I'm saying like the. I mean, when you look. When you
Case closed.
Yeah. Oh shit! When I was at Czars.
when you know how you were when young.
I was DJing at young.
Yeah, but do you want the leaving wasted and like getting in trouble and like a night that was supposed to be fun and memorable or
That's
or
their
like,
dumb ass
maybe
fault.
you don't remember it, but also you know you don't want them going to jail. You want them.
That's their
getting in
dumb ass
trouble,
fault.
You know.
Why are you looking out for them?
Why?
That's their that's their own fault.
That's no because as
Karma.
someone to party at my house and hey man, let me see your keys. There's a place for you to stay. Crash here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like your young one. Yeah, here's another shot, man. Oh, it's close.
Funny.
It's 2:00 in the morning. Get the fuck out of here, man. He's like, where am I? I'm like, that's your problem, bro. You know, it's like
never here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Like I said earlier, they're harpies right across the street. You can see them.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I was wondering. I know. I was trying to.
Vulture, Harvey, whatever.
Vulture, they're praying.
They're just waiting for you.
Yeah, they're just praying.
And then they're gonna, you know, or make a mistake.
Yeah. They swoop right in and pick you up. A harpy, it's like a harpy. You ever see one of those things?
No.
Those things are scary looking.
Is that one of the little
and
looking things?
The same feeling
harpy?
you would.
Yeah. Harpy eagle?
Oh, it's an eagle.
No.
The same feeling you get when you see it, you would get if you saw a harpy. You know.
Yeah. You
like hovering over you as you're like stranded.
Been there. They're done that. Still writing my book.
Yeah, we know that. What did I say I was going to use earlier today?
Hey, I don't mind my scooter.
I saw I was a really good looking girl. And I'm like, oh, man, how could anybody get something like that? Watch this. Hey, babe, I forgot to charge my scooter.
That should pick up one.
Yeah, well, because you said that earlier. I
forgot to charge.
I'm like, damn, I forgot to charge the scooter. I'm like, man, I'm gonna tell a girl that.
I forgot.
Maybe she'd be like, I'll give you a ride.
I always forget to charge my scooter.
I
always do.
Scooter, I think you would be.
I've never done that.
You at?
I guess that all right. I don't care.
She asked.
Dude,
I tried it, and Joe would be like, It has a weight capacity. Sorry.
That'd be hard. That'd be cold blooded on that one. That's cold blooded. Now we do cold blooded.
Lock and load, bitches.
Oh, you don't have
like,
cold blooded?
If I had that on there, it'd be nice.
Was that the Doom? Lock and load.
Like load, bitches. Oh man, but yeah, the police definitely don't have anything to do around here.
Oh,
I don't know.
Case in fact, we had a
Can't talk that much bad about them. I mean, they're
no,
cops.
there are some good
they're
ones,
doing
but then
their
there are just some
job.
straight up.
yeah.
Like I was on a delivery.
They're just doing
So,
their job.
you know, Matt, other coworker, he gave me the wrong direction. So he's like, "Oh, take me right." I'm like, "Oh no, he has to go straight." So I went, "All right," but there's a grill, giant grill in the back of the thing. I can't see like that, and there was like probably six car lengths behind me. They're like, because they're old, so they make it so dramatic. Cop sees it. I'm like, "All right, I already know." So I pull over. He's like, "You know what you did?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I got this grill.
Wait a
I
minute,
didn't
you got
see."
pulled over?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sorry, officer. I know what I did. And I apologize. I got the grill. I can't see nothing. He's like, all right. Well, thanks for being. And that car was like way behind. He's like, "Yeah, I know. They kind of overdid it." I'm like, "So
Here's your ticket." But they had.
Did you give a warning
They
ticket
also
or
had,
just a ticket?
no."
Isn't it true that they have like quotas to meet as far as
Well,
goals?
We can ask that with
But that's what I'm saying.
tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're like a quote. Their whole goal is they don't even say it doesn't say protect and serve anymore. It says public safety,
Yeah.
and the whole thing is my quota. So I need to flow over, even though they did nothing wrong. And I'm like their job as a cop. I get that, but also you're on being like they pulled my girl over for cell phone, gave her $100-some-odd ticket, and then you know how many cops I see phones. Like what if I,
Arrest.
they'd be like,
Wait a minute, how much was it?
like 100 something.
Damn, on the cell phone?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money for.
And
We have a technology that you don't have to be on your cell phone.
well, no, because what it was,
Give my cell phone.
but she was pulling out of the gas station. She's pulling, it was nearby my house, and she pulled out talking on it, and she wasn't texting, she wasn't anything like that. Nobody was in danger, and and he saw it because he was over at the street from it, so he saw it exactly. Got on it. She turned towards down the road to where we live, and he, I saw you on the phone. You already know, I'm not on the highway. I'm not in rush hour traffic. I'm not pulling out of that but as a cop, you're gonna be like, that's my quota. It's messed up. Like I'm gonna get fired if I don't fuck you over or this many people in this amount of time. That's messed up.
I still like you guys. Guys.
But no, I could tell you a couple stories where cops are lenient too. So I'm not saying
they go both ways.
I'm not saying,
but most of the time
do they go both ways? How do you know?
Yeah,
I'm gonna pause.
But they don't get rewarded for being understanding to that they're supposed to serve. They're not. It's not like, hey, you were really nice and understanding that. Like what you could have done would have been a job, but you didn't. You knew as a guy, maybe when has been there before, you understood that, and you're leaning on them. And they're not gonna be like, hey, they only care about how much money they can make off you. Up is name a thing that required to say only insurance companies. Only insurance companies. You don't go and get groceries at Meijer or Walmart, and they're like, well, it says here that you. That's messed up. They're only required to tell insurance companies so they can charge you more. And why would they do that? What purpose does it serve to have some sort of kickback from that?
Think about. That's something to think of that way.
Well, yeah, exactly. And then if you don't have insurance, who enforces you not having insurance?
So the law enforcement and these have and hand in hand,
That's kind of
so to speak.
Well, name it that law enforcement is required to tell any other company anything. No, only insurance companies.
Yeah.
I mean that's also with like little for a checkup and they your insurance, so then they can start charging you more for your healthcare, or anything like that. They're required to do that, and they do that if it didn't serve any purpose for them. It does.
that's
Then you never thought of that. I never thought of that.
I
think I had, but
it's close. Like they do for the drunken and driving, all those fines and all stuff.
Yeah,
they get you down the line. You're paying $100, $200 more for
really a quota. They're just trying to rack up the insurance, paying the state and everything else.
well,
Trying else's pocket more than
obviously
so they're the guard dogs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the one they enforce.
They
And
get
if you look at insurance in any other way, shape, or form,
they bite first.
it's extortion. It's like a mob going around a small town, going up to businesses and be like, you have to pay me monthly for protection. Just in case something might happen. And then when something does happen, pay me a deductible. You gave him $5,000, and the problem is only $5,000. You have to pay a deductible on that, and then and so you have to pay that anyway. And then after that, since they had to pay out in the insurance company that they require you to have by law, premium will go up. It's like, oh, okay, you made insurance, you made an insurance claim, we had to pay it, but now you have to pay more monthly because now you're risky.
Especially in the state of Michigan. Michigan is weird with the insurance policies.
It's a cool way to think.
Well, yeah, because there's no fault.
Yeah.
So I could be just sitting there, parked. It's not if you're parked.
When you're parked, it doesn't.
Or if your car is running and you're in it, then that's also. But if you're not in it and someone or something like that, then obviously their fault, But if like you're just sitting there at a red light and someone friends you or something like that,
It's not their fault.
It's not their fault.
Both of your premiums to go through the thing to get the insurance claim, but then the insurance company's like, well, whose fault is it? Is it yours? Because if it was, then we're not paying it. Well, no, I got rear-ended. And that's. I mean, I think one of 3 or 4 states that still have that.
No fault insurance.
And it's all just like it just makes sense because they can raise the premium matter of default.
That's a interesting way of
It's
looking at it.
it's like a teacher like at a school. Hey, you get into a fight, you don't want to be like, or no, he did it. You don't want to narc on him, that. And then like, all right, well, you're both.
Both suspended.
Yeah. I'll just punch me, but
we can ask that on Wednesday.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's speaking of which, we got come up on Wednesday.
We can ask that on Wednesday
with the Barron County sheriff candidate.
Yeah,
which will be pretty good. So please tune in to watch that, guys.
So I have another question. I just thought, what is your beliefs on what's going on in the world with Trump and Biden? Who would win in a fight?
Like
a UFC fight, Trump or Biden?
Like claymation type,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, what a great show! But well, of course, it would probably be Trump because he can walk upstairs, he can ride a bike without falling, he can shake hands with an actual person and not a ghost. Talk to a lady without smelling her hair or trying to grab her cheeks, being disappointed.
Kiss her on the cheek or whatever.
Yeah. He found this girl. He's like, I remember you. And he's like, you can't try to grab her face, and she like tugged away. Talk about, oh, so what are you doing now? What grade are you in? And she's like, well, I'm actually graduated. The most disappointed like face, chocolate. He was just so disappointed, and he's like, "Oh, I thought you were still in school." Okay, bud, but none of that.
So you think Trump? Huh? I think Trump would cheat.
You think you
So-
will?
I think he'll cheat. I think
Oh
he.
man,
No,
Biden may
That
have
don't-
something up his
doesn't-
sleeve.
I can
they
see
don't-
Trump pull out a
they,
gun
they
and
don't
shoot him.
have to, just like he doesn't have to cheat in things. He tells they don't like it, and that's what it is.
I think he'll cheat and just pop out. Yeah, I don't want to fight. Pop.
Ooh,
Really? It like really? You think that would go? It like
so,
and they got it. They did it
Decent,
and all
man.
set up, and like they got cameras, they got pay per view, and like gonna go up there with a pair of trunks. But
Oh hell yeah! I think he'll cheat as bad as
oh,
He
him.
would
man,
shoot-
okay,
He was
Yeah,
okay.
I think he'll.
No, we're
I'm a
not.
gun.
They're not even
I ain't come out of nowhere.
not even having any conversation with you whatsoever. I already know who you I vote for.
I'm not.
All right.
even better. Even better.
That's probably yeah.
Either way, I'm screwed. No matter.
No. Well,
I vote independent.
Independent.
Yeah, independent doesn't matter.
Doesn't
it's not
matter.
gonna go anywhere.
No,
Yeah,
no,
so
it
I don't
doesn't.
vote, but I
Somebody
vote
else is getting
independent.
those votes.
Yeah, you vote independent. That's how we do every last couple of years.
That's, I mean, you kind of disturbing how politics itself.
I vote for criminal.
Well, it didn't at first.
I don't know,
but
divides people big time. People don't want to talk about politics because they get all hurt up about it.
agendas is what divides people. You know, like Democrats and liberals have one agenda.
Yeah.
And none of them are perfect.
Yeah.
None of that, but they have a different agenda. You know, and that agenda we do in the process of reaching that. You know, no matter who it hurts or whether that is white. And in recent years, I mean, they're saying they want, you know, certain colored people only in this college or dorms, and that is segregation. You know,
Yeah.
like these people need to sit in the back of the bus, or these people do that. But that's what they're calling for now in dormitories and colleges.
No.
And like,
Yeah.
like what do you guys, you know, have you ever like been in an argument with somebody, and you bring up an old like maybe like 15 minutes ago,
Never works.
and but they
Don't
don't
do
make the recollection. They
I've
don't.
seen it, yeah,
They
many
don't.
times.
Just said that. And I'm just like, how do you argue with somebody who can't even?
Because they're so hostile. They don't remember what they do. Say it back to them. They say, "Oh, I didn't say that." And yeah, they say,
Liberals.
"I've been through that. I've been through those fights before."
Oh,
Call people out on that.
Well,
shit.
you're
You just
making
said that
reasonable,
2 weeks ago.
logical.
You just
Well,
said
you know
that.
what?
Yeah. You said about 2 hours ago this thing. What are you talking about?
You think patriotism is overrated?
Patriotism? No, it's not. As long as people are supposed to be, and
Mhm.
not. It's like religion. You know, it's like you get those psychos who, oh yeah, God told me to do. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you can't blame all religion now for that, or whatever religion they are for that. But patriotism is loving your country, fighting for it, and
Yeah.
what real beliefs and what, you know, it stands for. You know,
Right.
the Constitution and all that. It's like patriotism. I'm gonna bomb this place. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
So
no.
like, I think patriotism is overrated as long as it's in the confines of what it means.
What about you?
Well,
Start it up.
I think you should do it. Yeah, for most, I don't hear people, America first. America is the best. That right there is a lie itself. Now, is behind the world and so many things, such as education. That's one of the main. And how people like turn a nose at other countries because they think they're the best.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like the idea of what America was supposed to be is the best.
Yeah,
Is the
yeah.
best. But the people, their agenda is more important than what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean? It was never planned out. You know, like okay, I don't want to get religious like that, you know, but God wasn't like, man, I hope that there's here goes, I hope there's a bunch of bombers. I hope there's like that he planned for it, you know what I mean? So that's why America should be something different, but people liberal or Republican or anything, their agenda, they don't care about that. they're trying to do their own thing because they're in power, and they totally forgot about what America was actually supposed to do and be. And so it doesn't. They totally negated what it was supposed to be. You know what I mean?
The patriotism is I don't know. I see it a lot. I mean, people riding around with the flags on the car, whatever the case may be. It's just a little. I think it's
Speedo.
huh?
Speedo.
Jeez.
Burrito, tostito.
No, it seems to be a little bit overrated because people tend to take it a little too far. Like I said, we are a lot of things in the world. Not last, but we should be higher.
We're mediocre.
We have
Oh, yeah.
a deficit that's keep climbing. It's what
Yeah,
over
trillions.
$33 trillion dollars.
I don't want to say that, but hey, that's I think 8 or 9 trillion in the last 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like, I'm not trying to get political like crazy like that, but just look at the results of what it is. You may hate, just like when you're a little kid and you're like, I hate you, mom, or I hate you, dad, because they do something. They're doing it because they know what's best overall in the future, not just what they're trying to gain. Like,
you seem to really stuff about that.
Or innovation. What?
Your body language just changed when we're talking about politics, just like you said.
Well, dude,
only talk.
Well, that's
just
what it does to you,
well,
man. That's
well,
exactly what it does to you.
Because it's so frustrating when something in your face, you see what's happening in your gas, your grocery, the creepiness of so-called, his wife should be trading him around like that. He doesn't even know.
Be ashamed for even putting him in the office.
And also, come on, because brought us here and our feet here because we wanted our feet to be here, and today is the day that our feet brought us here. Today, that's like her monumental speech.
That sounds like your rap song.
My song.
The song.
The song you just did.
Oh yeah. Look at my shoes. Yeah, that's when you sit there like in, all the speeches like Martin Luther King, the truth. You hear those and you're moved. You know what I mean? That was a great speech,
right?
Well, you know what I mean? And it made a lot of sense. You argue with it, like we're talking right now, but there's so many people and there's so few right now, so everybody wants their piece. That's why nobody wants to do trades anymore. That's why South Park made that thing like is worth than the lawyer or like that, because everyone's there for the action. And I think with social media now, that's why you find those, I guess, who don't know what they are. It's like that's dramatically increased. That you never
go or
well.
That's a different topic. But
yeah, that's a whole different topic. That's what I'm not trying to get at. There's no chance to speak because the only way you can actually speak and get out to people now is on platforms that are censored.
Actually, what?
Thank goodness for Elon Musk.
What scares the shit out of me, actually, we're talking about now, is seeing the young kids that are now 21 years old or in college acting like a fool, don't know shit about nothing. The one's going to be running the country in the next 40 years.
Well,
that's a Democratic thing.
That's what scares the shit out of me.
They want the next generation thinking like
that.
That
generation before that taught them that.
I know, but that's what scares the shit out of me.
Well, I mean,
watching these kids at the bar, watching these kids don't know how to tie their own shoe, don't know how to do things that we all probably were taught. Ones are gonna be taking care of
my punk ass bitches right now.
Wait,
hell yeah!
Have you ever heard of a book called The Demon Letters?
No.
It's an interesting book, and I'm a big reader, but it is one of the few books that I have read.
Yeah.
It was I'm some big, philosophical readers like that. But I did read this book, and what it was I think it was 5 demons and conversation, writing letters to each other about how they would take over. And a lot like 2 or 3 of the letters, instead of just brute force or anything like that, was manipulation of the population. So when you say the last generation taught of that, no, because the teachers now like they're putting with the purple hair and all that.
Yeah.
And they're trying to like, what is homosexuality or anything like that have to do with social studies, math? How does that further your education? The SAT test, none of that. It has nothing with your advancement as a human. But they're trying to, and the people in power now, they're the one like, hey, yes, hire this person, doing that. So that's the agenda, like I was talking about earlier. That's what do they do? Let's take over schools. Let's
Get them when they're young.
I don't want like a crazy but brain.
When they're young, this is one of the most
Indoctrinate, I guess, is the
impressionable.
more better term, but that's
But
why
it doesn't
human-
the kids the same thing that we were taught. The history is changing from here out. I mean, look at the South. Now it's not really the South. They took half Confederate flags away. Everything that we were taught, they don't teach that anymore in school.
They don't, especially about history.
History.
I mean, they don't.
Half the stuff that we were taught
Yeah,
up here,
that's
they
another
took
thing.
away. They took away from that.
Yeah, because they don't want, because it contradicts what their agenda is. I mean, even okay, when trioscyle season comes around, does that help you? You know what I mean? Or did they teach you anything about taxes?
No.
Did they teach you anything financially and conserve money?
Or even how to start a bank account.
Like, yeah,
Simple things like that.
I remember a thing when I was a kid in middle school, write out a check.
Yeah.
But that is pretty much the only thing that I remember of school about teaching money. That's not, or like how to, or like
balance a checkbook.
Yeah, so they don't teach right when you get out of school. You know much about that. You can enter the can't drink. You can you could take out $150,000 loan, but you can't smoke. You know what I mean? Like it's so contradictory. They do things to see like that they care, but then they'll F your life over for kids. Will go to
I just never are for fears.
Yeah.
And you should, because they are learning really nothing.
Well, then buy them twice. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay your school. And never did it because he doesn't illegally doesn't have the power to do that.
No.
People would bring that to like, even Supreme Court. Look, this person went to gender art in the Indies. That's what their major was. They took out a loan to go to the school, and then you expect me to what? And because they're not what? How are they going to contribute to society?
Nothing.
So they get out of school.
Has no bearing on.
They got out of school. They're like, oh, what? There's no job openings for this. This isn't in demand. It's ridiculous, and that's what makes me so. You're saying, my whole attitude changed because so stupid that people in front of you they act like it's normal.
So, what are you afraid about when your daughter gets bigger? What are you afraid of? What are you teaching her?
Well, you want to get bigger, like when she
gets bigger,
when she gets old enough.
When she gets old enough to. Start,
I want to. First of all, I'm going to
knowledge.
teach her how to use a knife and a taser because she goes in the room and there's some old guy who thinks he's a 17-year-old girl with his bathroom. I'm going to teach her how to stab that dude. Like that's normal. Like
I get it. I get it.
People don't.
I understand what you're saying. I know where you're going.
They're like you're in a group of friends. One of them for everybody. Like he takes it too far, and then the person in charge, whether it be the parent, whatever, teacher, whatever, thing like that, they're like, all right, it's done. We're not doing it no more because of that one. So now they're set. Oh, it's okay. Somebody can just advise. Someone takes it too far and does something really fucked up to, unfortunately, somebody's daughter, somebody's whatever.
The artist sent me a rhythm somewhere, and this whole odd concept of being able to identify as what you want and when you want.
Well, crimes are public knowledge, and you can look this up. You can Google the detailed crimes of, I guess, or identify as something, and they take advantage of that. Like a rape, he raped 3. right? Went to totally guilty of it. Like there's no doubt. You know. So then he goes, "Oh, I'm a woman now." What do? They sent him to a woman's prison where he rapes 2 other women and got one of them pregnant. And they're still well, no accountability. Everybody la land. And it's like, what is your, or like all those the parent teacher conferences, like school boards with those books, like, graders, how to give BJs and doing all this shit. It's like, wait a minute. And they're like, hey, I got this in there.
Yeah.
I got it from your library in the school.
And
then he starts reading it.
Then they ostracize the person that speaks up about it.
No, he
schools are we
reads.
going to?
He reads from the book that library, and like, well, that's not appropriate. You can't say it.
You have this book in the
right, and then he keeps doing it, and he keeps reading out. Where are the people who are like, nah, dog?
Right.
You like,
Yeah.
where is it?
Using the freedom of speech going right out the window.
Or like the government being audited. $3.7 trillion dollars,
yeah.
$2 trillion dollars, and like, oh, we lost it, and they're like, and the audit's like, oh, you're bad. Okay, good, don't do it again, buddy.
Yeah,
3 times. But if you win $600 on a lotto ticket, give me that money. Or if your father dies, God forbid, hope nothing, but if your father dies, I want death tax.
Wait a minute, there's a death tax?
Yeah, there's a death. Yeah.
If your family dies and you get inherited that, you have percent on what
their inheritance.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Had nothing, even though they had nothing to do with it. And like, you took the risk, if you invested millions of dollars into a business because you thought it was going to work out and working out, you put all the risk. You put your hard work, right? The government did shit for you, but you have to pay. You have to give them a percentage of it. That's like you going into a like, this is all my money. If I lose, I'm over. But I have nowhere else to go right now. And then you end up winning big. Hey, you owe me. Like, fuck if I do.
Yeah.
And then what do they do with that tax money? They house illegal people.
Should the government legalize?
But our veterans that fought for this country are homeless.
What do you think? Legalize marijuana?
I think
the government
state, but no, legalize it so they can tax it.
Yeah, I thought about this. They have to find a way to tax that.
Just like tobacco.
Back to the insurance, and it has to inform. This is what they do. The government that for years of let states do it, and then the states have to pay a percentage of their taxes of what they make. Because then they can also
now.
And there aren't any states to do it. Colorado,
because they're still making money. If they're making money off of it,
they're getting a kickback off of somebody else regulating it. All they need to do is sit back and collect, right?
And it's because it's only record can take it and charge you as a driver while
when you borders.
How is that? What is that ticket? No, sorry.
As far as
if you get pulled over with
impaired driving. Impaired.
Yep, they have.
How do you prove that?
Because they have a test now.
They take you to the hospital.
Yeah, I think they have a roadside test now.
It's not affected. Those
shit.
No.
Yep. Like, oh,
seriously?
It's like,
I didn't know that.
Well, it's like a drunk driver.
Curious.
Like the percentage of on this test is that's how they base it off of when you smoked. So of course, if you take a drunk driving test, they know you're drunk right then and there. Because But like,
No, they don't.
but if they do this marijuana test and it's like faint, and they would still try to get you. Like, did you smoke in the car? Like, did you smoke today? They'd be like, no, I like a day ago. You know, and there's no way for them to do it. But they're questions. Like, if a cop asks you, do you know what you did? No, why don't you tell me? You're the one. Yeah.
Blowing a kazoo make you laugh?
No.
When you pull over and they had to do the sobriety test, did you pass that test?
Oh, yes, actually I did.
Of course you did.
Yeah, actually I did.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, that's when state cop sat me on the album. But now, I got to tell you, blowing this machine. I went, oh, shit. Can I just go home now? I passed all the other colors. I mean, it was even kind of cocky with it.
Put about 5 pennies in your mouth.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
5 pennies?
Not 5.
Okay, so that's where you feel.
That's where it feels.
That's where you feel. You
Dude, I
only
remember
have 1 penny.
I mean, I of course I had a DUI and that was all done with. But like a little, like, you know, my girl calls like, hey, you pick me up here, and I was just chilling at home while she was out with the girls. You know, I'm like, all right, I'll come pick you up. But I was at home playing some games, no big deal. Well, I got pulled over right in front of what I think 2-1 or Stooges still, but
Still on Main Street.
Yeah, right there. Turn down that one like you're going to Silver Harbor. You know,
and you on the one-way street. Were you going backwards?
No, it wasn't a one. No, it wasn't a one-way.
Oh, you're talking about Ship Street.
Yeah, and then I pulled over there, and they gave me the whole and like everybody because my girl came out, she was there, and all her friends. And and they're like, let her go, give me this thing, and you know, they make me do this and do that. You know,
shit, you did that one. I didn't do that one.
Yeah, they me backwards. I'm like, all right,
you say it backwards.
Yeah, I was like, you first.
Actually, he tried that one on me. I said, I can't say it.
No, you know, but you know what the test is? The test is not to say it backwards. The test says if you're doing it. That's if you try it, then
it's also look at when they flash the flashlight in your eyes and see people's are shaking. You go drinking, you're in the shake.
Yeah.
And the other side,
like those bright ass, like little handheld ones.
Yeah.
I do that too. When they do that, I go like that. I put it right there. Right?
On those.
I did that to a cop one time because I forgot what it was. Nothing. And I was completely sober at that. And he put it right in my face. So I went like that. Like and he squinted. He goes, "Why are you squinting, officer? You high?" He's like, "Well," "Well, your license plate was covered up from snow." Like, you know what, sir? Thank you for telling me that. Like, thank you for telling me now. He's like, no, I'll get it. So he starts walking back, goes directly to his car, doesn't even get it. Like, yeah, right. Yeah, you try to get in my head, motherfucker. Get out of here. You know, like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, why? You're supposed to help people. What happened? What happened?
They're helping people. I mean,
you wouldn't do it again. Yeah,
it helps people. They're helping people. So that person, whoever is driving more impaired, where they're swerving into the road, that does not happen to somebody.
No, I agree
because they're helping people. They are helping people. Yeah, and they might be doing it the wrong way by stars.
That
is wrong
because your business. That's you know what I mean.
I don't know. I could mind why I didn't fight it because that cop pulled out of the sandbar, pulled onto Cleveland. I pulled on Red Arrow, and then he got behind me and followed me all the way down and pulled me over because I made a too wide of a right-hand turn on a one-way street. That's what it says on the ticket.
Yeah, I got.
How do you pull too wide a right-hand turn? There's 3 lanes.
Well, I mean, because there's still
that.
Okay.
Oh, brick.
Okay, pavement, brick, anything.
Yeah.
If you
it's
in
a
the
paved
center
road.
of it. But the one I got, I booze for a night drive. I wasn't and then I some some girls are there, and one of them had some other kid with him, and he was driving down Niles. You know the right by Yulee's? He was down that road. He went the other thing. I'm like, this girl's like, he's gonna kill us. Nick, can you just drive? We only live like 2 miles away. No, I didn't want to drive. Like, you guys are inviting me. They keep doing it. I'm like, all right, fine. Because
a bitch.
no, the peer the result.
You could do this.
I get in there and then go down that road, Hilltop, and I was taking right by Walgreens, like going down towards Ace.
Yeah.
I stopped. I was like, what the hell, dude? And like forward, took a right, and at the bottom it says you didn't come to a complete stop.
Oh,
man. Yeah. That's like, well, yeah, I did. Did you? I mean, do you have me like on a camera? Like, I did. He's like, no, I smell, and then he went on that. But I was a younger kid, so I wasn't, I was uninformed, so I didn't fight it. I didn't do anything. I got out, and of course, he busted me. I went there, and that was my deal. But like how you're thankful for that, because I look back at the other time, actually, really, I could put harm between others, and I did. And there had to come a time where to stop. So that me being barely and the best wake up that I had, because if I continued on that path, and been in a situation where I didn't even know where I was so inebriated, and then what would it wouldn't be what it's like now.
No, it'd be trash.
So, I mean, it sounds shitty, and I did that because I did come to a stop and all that, but it was like the best outcome to learn my lesson without fucking my life.
But my thing is it bad that you laugh about your bad experiences or the experiences that you had before that? Laugh about it and you get a shitty ass grin on your face. How messed up you.
Well, no, but what I'm explaining to you is like how.
It's stupid.
Because I was a younger kid, this happened a decade ago. Even at that time, I was thinking, a lot, and I got away with it. I got away with it so many times to it. Finally, the did get busted was a night that I wasn't. So, like,
because you could have been worse.
But yeah, I didn't hurt myself. So give me a wake up call, like, whoa, all of the time definitely could, and it, I, like, hey, what is it? Like, percent of UI people end up back, in that. They even say, I'll see years, never been back. So, how many DUIs you got?
I'll ask that question.
Okay. Okay, you were back.
Asking
you were
back.
You were back.
We don't ask that question around here.
I'm saying driving is completely wrong.
It is.
With minimal damage to my life or anybody else was the greatest outcome I could have had while still learning my lesson. Because, like I said, the insurance company, Progressive, all of them, they would be like, nope. So I had to go to like some alternate one, which they would find, another insurance company. And at one point, I was paying more than my car cost in insurance per month, $400 something.
My thing is, yeah, I learned, but do I regret it? Yeah. But my thing is, it's a learning experience. No. I knew it was going to happen eventually, but I keep on doing it just because.
Well, we all know it's going to happen eventually.
Got away with it before. Why can't I get away with it now?
Okay. That doesn't.
I mean,
that doesn't make
I learn
sense,
from it? Yes. I mean,
that's what a career criminal. Oh man, I got away with this and doing that so many times, but now I went to jail for it.
Yeah.
But I got away with it so many times, so I'm going to do it this many times before I get caught again.
But
like that.
My thing is with when I got, I did nothing wrong.
Okay, but all the times you did drive drunk and you got away with it, what do you think would have happened?
Shut up.
What do you think could have? What do you think could have happened? I mean, does it take killing somebody? Does it somebody's kids? Does it take you smashing business? Does it take almost killing yourself? So your family don't learn that. What makes you regret or feel
That cop behind me with the big old bright lights, and I pulled.
no? That's so you're afraid of the trouble that you're gonna get in before consequences.
Why I
That's
pulled
that scares you more.
No, that's why I got pulled. That's why I pulled over to that side at the light.
But you don't understand what I'm
I know what
saying.
you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You care more about or more scared of than getting really
Consequences
wasted and hurting either yourself or other people.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I gotta really think about that. How you saying it? I'm not scared of anything. I'm not scared of what might the outcome be. What anything else would happen. I can't predict. I can get right now, jump on my scooter and get hit by a bus. You can't predict God.
Okay, let me put it this way. It's kind of a weird analogy, but everybody's been on a trampoline, right? You've been.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hasn't.
Exactly. We'll jump somebody, so when they come down, you jump, and then they go twice as high.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know you're going with this. So
all
far.
right. So if you're doing that with like a younger kids hanging out, trying to do that, but then you bounce a kid off the trampoline and he almost breaks his arm or his wrist, would you continue to do that? Because
Probably not.
because
hurts.
the first two kids, but the third kid you bounced off and broke his arm. Would you continue doing that?
So you're saying, would I keep continuing bouncing people higher?
What are you saying? Would you
I mean,
continue to jump on the
or
no? Would you continue to double jump little children, knowing that they don't get the I'm going high, but then one got hurt doing it? Would you continue to do it? Would you be like, oh, okay?
yeah, I would continue doing onto it. I won't hit them. Probably wouldn't bounce them as high. As
lost that battle, brother?
It's not a battle.
Yeah.
It's
That's
different beliefs.
It would saying it. Would,
I know what you're saying, but it's different. It's a way of thinking.
It's almost a conscious do that. If you broke a kid's arm,
I probably wouldn't jump as hard.
So you wouldn't drink, even though the outcome might be the same. Is what the blunt point is.
Everything.
If you got drunk and killed somebody, would you continue to drink and drive?
That no. If I killed somebody, no.
That's the
It's
point.
different.
That's the
That's-
point.
that's-
You didn't say kill.
Okay, I try lightening the analogy.
Never
man.
light an analogy.
Well,
Never
yeah.
lighten
Okay,
analogy.
like because all right, you can't get interpretation, is what I'm saying. It was
That no, not on that part.
So I completely literal with.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that one, yes.
Point taken. Point taken.
all right, next.
Oh yeah, we haven't heard from you in a while, James.
Nick, dude, I mean, I learned my lesson. I stopped drinking. So that it feels good not to drink. We'll drive down.
Where's the garbage at?
Huh? Right over there.
He's looking for something.
What?
He just.
That's why I chose not to drink. Because
I know why. I know why.
I don't have to worry about that
It's
stuff.
not that. It's also you want to be healthier. That's why
Yeah.
you just not.
No, not necessarily that.
A little bit. Oh,
It has a little bit to do with it, but being conscious of what I'm doing.
That's exactly why I never got into pills or anything, because I don't like doing something where I don't have control. I just have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And when I got too far into alcohol and I started getting too comfortable with breaking rules that were set in place for a reason,
I noticed the way my body was feeling when I drank a lot. I used to drink a lot. Yeah, I mean seriously, I drank a lot. I felt my body every morning being really sluggish.
That's old age.
No, it's not. No, it's not. My mind's still sharp. My body was just feeling sluggish. Seriously, and
I know where you're going with
it was hell sometimes.
I'm always jealous of you. And then your other coworker, I guess I don't want to drop a name, but the younger chick. I was like, what been at? Like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And I was to her, I was like, I'm kind of like jealous of that. it because they feel more comfortable as do themselves. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
Like they wouldn't talk to a girl unless they're drunk. They wouldn't do this unless they're like that. And to quit drinking and be comfortable with yourself after that means you got it. But you doing it, I mean, it makes me think. I drink a lot myself.
Yeah.
And it's not something I'm like proud of, like, oh yeah, get fucked up. But I can't remember the last time where everything was out of my system, like a week or two go by. And so like, do I actually know that I am with, and it's something, you know, which I haven't, you know.
Yeah.
So do I know the Nick without that? Well, what type of person is he?
You go a couple of days.
I've been a couple days without, and that's probably just recovery, you know. That's not like
Yeah.
I'm done. That's like,
Yeah,
man, I overdid it, you know.
Like,
and
when like the weekend comes, do you not drink on Monday, Wednesday, and then maybe go on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then it's like a cycle?
in my young, I overdid it. You know what I mean? In my younger days. Nowadays, I'm still ignorant. You know what I mean? I'm like, you could talk to me, and I could talk just like, you know what I mean? And James can attest to that. I mean,
Yeah.
there's people who give me shit, like people saying this, saying that, or they do it wrong, and then, you know, people just act. When people get drunk, they say the craziest shit. You know what I mean? And drinking itself, I don't sit there and, oh, I need to prove myself. What is it? You know what I mean? Like, they don't pay my bills. They don't take care of my kid. They're not like, shit, even being drunk important to me. That prove myself to some damn stranger that I don't give a shit about. So, but most drunks don't think like that. So I'm a coherent and, for the most part, happy drunk, but drunk is the key word that I don't like.
I just days I can go like a week not drink weekends, or have a couple of glasses of wine on Monday, or not Tuesday, like Wednesday, Thursday, then
Yeah, but is that actually taking a break, or is that
it's just not doing anything? I mean, because half the time I don't want to.
I thought it would be
choose
hard
not to.
when I first started. I mean, stopped.
I stopped drinking one time
for
a year.
I just thought it'd be really hard. I think for that first month, I was at the point where I think, okay, this is not as bad as I thought it would be. Not as
I did it for 6 months one time.
because we didn't vacation. People were like, "Hey, aren't you gonna?" I mean, my birthday was coming right around the corner.
I know that pissed me off.
Aren't you gonna have some drinks for your birthday? Nah, I don't.
I
Really.
know.
Let me ask you something. When you did get it, like, you know, like say maybe a month, 3 weeks, maybe a month, did you slightly get a feeling of I'm better than you? To the people who were drinking. Yeah, man. I'm done drinking. I don't need to drink, bro. What do you want?
You peasants.
Yeah. you finally get that. If you're like, can I get you a drink? You're like, no.
Kiss my ring.
No.
You.
And just my line of work, I see it all the time. I can see what people like from when they walked in until they walked out, and it was a total change, right?
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Oh, no, it is. I know what you're talking about.
Now, when I see that, like, I'm better than that person, what it does to people, and it makes me feel better about that. Hey, I can actually stop doing that stuff in my body where it alters my way of thinking.
That's something fat too.
I laugh at that sometimes. I laugh at that. I do laugh. I laugh at it.
You don't bad for him?
No.
No. That's their choice.
I don't either.
Sometimes it might be a problem.
A lot of times it is a problem from some people.
Oh, when I was DJing, I watched.
That's a problem.
You watch that, they like, they're on a pedestal, and all of a sudden they jump up drunk, and you just see them just, yeah, woo, boom, just
like a wedding party that was there like 2 times in a row.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Dude,
awful.
That's an example. This guy at the bar entertaining these late party. There's like 10 of them, right? Like 10 claws. Had him on the tray, and these girls started to scream out loud. Woo! As soon as he did that, he lifted and woo, and looked up, and all the cans. That was the instant laugh.
Funny.
That was hilarious because
So what? Wait,
he stood there, hands on the floor. Yeah.
He tried playing it off.
Try to play it off,
Too late.
but it was too late.
Damn,
Everybody saw it.
say,
Everybody
lick
saw it.
off.
Everybody saw it.
And it's done.
Oh, Yeah.
No one's ever gonna think differently about you.
No,
But
you're that guy that, and then he went back and bought 10 more. Spent at least
knowing
over $100.
knowing nothing is there's no light at the end of the tunnel.
None whatsoever.
Why is it going to be a prize or light at the end? He's having a good time.
If that's a good time,
All right, well then
you need to reevaluate that.
He still went and bought another round. He didn't just say, "Oh shit, I'm embarrassed. I'm going to go out to my car and drive home." No, he went out and bought another round.
No, dude, you're acting like there was no goal or sex agenda in that guy's head.
Yeah,
at least for one of them. At least for one of them, he bought them all just to impress one of them.
One of them.
Oh yeah,
that he was going after,
and he fucked it up, and that he had to.
Did he go home? Did he go home by himself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tom gave
guarantee it.
Tom,
yeah, he was wasted.
Drunk girl wasted.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Yeah.
His buddies left him behind right after that whole debacle with the cans. Still left him.
Still on top of it?
Oh yeah. And they were like,
probably because they were like, dude, don't do it.
That army. Oh, he raised his arm.
At least he bought him.
No, at least, dude.
See that's you confuse fun with idiocy.
He bought another round. At least he made himself look better.
No, he didn't.
He did. Did he raise it up his arm in there again?
Somebody else carried it over for him.
Hey,
he learned his lesson. Learned his lesson.
Let me tell you a story. It's short and to the point, but the same principle. There was a girl I used to date, and then we wasn't the prettiest, but we don't get over. And then I was dating some other girl, and with no cockiness. The girl that was much more attractive than she was. You know what I mean? And like a lot of bitch. And this other girl was dating this other guy, and the guy's like, "Oh, you want to play pool?" And he's like, "You want to bet money?" I was like, "Yeah, all right." So I played him, beat him, and I played it, and he's like, "Oh," and the ex got so mad. She had sex on the some expensive drink like that, and she throwing it on me
because you beat him.
Yeah, because she was because him beating me was the end goal.
That was your thing. That was
well, this is back in the day. But
but this was your ex that
tried to throw in the drink. Okay. Because I came with my new girlfriend. And she was there with her new boyfriend, and her new boyfriend's gonna whoop my ass, like that. And
he least in pool, anyway.
Yeah, and well, no, he couldn't do it in real life either. Right. But that's not the point. The point is I've been playing pool for money, and I beat him twice, and that didn't agree with her, so she tried throwing this ass drink on me. It was like a beer mug, like all of this, and I was like, she just tried to damn drink at me. I was like, all right, condoms, whatever it is. This girl, or a beer, or a PBR, she buys the exact $12 drink and comes over and throws it on me. And I almost dodged that, but she got me with it. I'm like,
well played.
That's not where
you just spent $24 on trying to throw a drink on me. You wasted it. And that's what this guy did. He just bought on the high noons, fucked it up, and then bought a whole other one just to not get laid.
Might fail.
Why does it matter on that?
Because you're trying to say like at least he bought another
He bought
round.
another
He
round.
wasted
he
it.
wasted more
He wasted,
money.
yeah. No, it's not wasting.
It is.
Okay,
The first-
we'll give that money to a homeless guy.
The first
That would
round
do more
was
good.
wasted. The first round was wasted. Then he won. He felt bad for those 10.
Felt embarrassed.
But if he felt embarrassed, I would have left. If I felt embarrassed, no, I would have.
wouldn't
I
bought
went up
anything
there
in the
another
first
another
place.
round.
Dude, if he would have got up and left and with his head down, everybody would know that. So he tried to get up and try to save face by buying a whole round. It cost him, what? Probably 40.
Are you paying his tab?
50.
Are you paying his tab? No, let the guy buy another damn round.
No, but I'm a guy myself, and you shouldn't have done it in the first place, man. It's going nowhere. Like, dude,
you try to impress him, but then he
that's like-
failed, and then he bought another round just for doubt.
that's like there's free porn out there anywhere, but like, dude, you're an idiot. Idiot, dude. Girls are you, dude. You know.
She's out from out of town. and
He's
she's-
like, thanks for the
she's
money.
done, yep.
At least he bought. I say, yeah, at least another round. I'm
All
happy
All right,
for
well,
that guy. Give that
okay.
guy props.
Hey, man,
Try to show off.
then buy my next time.
I don't want to play you in pool. I'm not gonna throw a drink at you.
Hey, man, but if I beat you, in things, hey, at least you buy me
I'll
around.
just play you trying. That's another guy. That scenario.
All right, then.
If a guy
And
plays
you
you in
think
pool,
so? You don't think it's a waste of money to keep playing me in pool for drinks?
no, because this might
You
have
know,
that
and
one
you
chance.
know lose.
I might have that one chance that I might beat him, and he has to buy.
Oh my goodness!
Well,
And,
there goes the neighborhood.
hey, 50-1. I'll take
That one time,
Case closed.
I still beat you one time.
yeah. And I ain't taking you home after that. But
You'll probably give up after a while and just quit and just say no.
no,
I'm sorry, more.
Next guy up will beat you, and then I'll beat him, and get it.
It's just like that one time I come back pissed off because the wind was blowing and the thing was
Oh,
wrong.
like 4 different size bags. I think you
I
had a
still
miniature
won.
bag.
you haven't good at. And,
Yeah.
yeah. It's handy. It goes hand in hand.
Hey, no, I said yeah, congrats, but it wasn't betting anything with that.
All right.
I'm just saying.
All
So
good.
you
I
do it
think-
again.
If the guy, yeah,
I
how
don't-
it is.
I don't
That's
see
how
it.
generous he is. It's not a.
That's not a generosity. That's a drunk
Yeah.
idiocracy thing.
You don't know how.
Dude, I could give you 1,000 references and analogies that same thing, and it just doesn't seem to get in your head, man.
That one, no, because I think he just wants to just that guy that buys
Oh,
people
that
drinks.
good-
I don't think so.
get off that guy.
Hey, back
I like
to
to
back
feel.
to-
I would love to see that guy.
beginning
Love to
of
see that guy
everything
more.
about going out and being social and all that stuff. Like, vertical worker like Jeff and all that. You guys go out, you and invite other people, and you can just sit at a table, have some drinks, and talk. I never cannot do that. I have to have
Yeah.
pool bags.
You gotta have an
Yeah.
activity.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like going out and just talking. I cannot do that. And I have some admiration for people who can do that, the gift gab, but I don't know. I like if I go over to the house. We wouldn't just sit at my dining room table and talk. I'd be like, let's go outside, make a
Let's
fire.
do something.
Let's make a fire.
Be
Yeah.
active, right?
Let's do something.
So
we could talk.
So if you make them sit around a bonfire and just talk,
Not
No.
necessarily. You can
No,
move
wait.
around.
You-
Nobody really sits down at a
Oh,
bonfire.
just sit there at a
we'll
bonfire
sit
and just
down, but then
talk.
I'll get s'mores ready, or like I'll get more wood, so we have stuff going on, and then I'll.
I'd be moving 24/7.
Yes,
He wants around doing something.
I'm
Yeah.
laid back.
I mean, I could do that too. I can sit back and chill.
If
but-
I'm hosting something, yeah, I have to be moving. Like, okay, this person's okay. Is this person okay? Is this person okay? Do I have to get more stuff?
saying
I'm gonna have to be doing something. But if I'm at someone's house and they're having a bonfire, yeah, I'm gonna sit there, grab my drink,
and that's
just-
fine. I'm talking about it for a second, but I could get all this ready, get down and enjoy a song, have a little bit of conversation with you, do all that, and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna go get the hot dogs on the grill or the burgers on the grill ready, or I'm gonna set up bags, doing that. But I could sit down for relax and enjoy the fire and everything I made. But then I'm gonna start doing something else. I can't just sit there and have an hour, half hour long conversation.
A little bit like that, a little bit. When it gets more where I see more pool, dancing, the band playing, I'm gonna want to go up there and maybe go see that. Yeah, half the time.
Well, yeah, well that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
if you're seeing something like that, you don't go with somebody and then hey, don't fucking show's over. You're like, hey, you like this shit? Beer. You're like, hey, why don't we go up there, man? See some, you're moving around. You're doing.
Yeah.
You're sitting there, but I see like Jeff.
So you are extroverts and the introverts.
I'm outgoing.
Yeah, I know you are.
I'm in the middle of the party.
I guess I'm only outgoing when I have like an activity going on.
Shit, I can do that sober.
If you put me in a bar with no pool, I'd probably just sit. Have
Corn.
no.
My God.
I'd just be doing me. Like, come and talk to me, fine. Or if you want some input, like, hey, hey, what are you doing? Like, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
But I'm not
while your way, just make a conversation start.
Yeah.
I guess that's the way I am. I don't know how I'm in the business that I am.
No, but
Because
like that, but you can start all of a sudden if someone's just sitting there. If someone's just sitting there, like, we'll go up to them and say, "How you doing?"
If it's a meaningful conversation,
Yeah.
if it has something to do with good ideas, planning, and really cool or something. Let's put our brains together, and make some kind of idea happen. That right there is something to me. But if you're just talking bullshit, a basic conversation, who did this and why
you're pretty much
yeah.
When, where, how.
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
And then you're done.
To the point. And this made me feel this way. This is the way I was sure because I felt this way.
Yeah. Not like a woman, like, we'd be like, hey, we weren't because you have to look a little bit formidable. This is not like just a kid. So show up here, meet me there. We'll have some burgers. After that, we'll
take off.
Women like, wait, first I was on my period. And then I didn't know what to wear. And nothing clean. And then I had to do it. I didn't have enough time. Like, what? Some guys are like, sorry. Girls like, sorry, you like me feel because it was your little bit of fault, and just because it doesn't. So it's all around. Nothing's ever direct.
Question. So guys are more logical, more emotional.
I think that's a universal known.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody wants to
admit it. Yeah.
I think it's how they're raised.
Seriously?
No, raised. That was just how.
No, this is exactly how it goes. You tell me that a woman can think of with logic instead of emotion.
Yes.
No,
my girlfriend
uses logic.
She uses logic straight to the
point,
nonstop.
Well, I mean, I would use Joe.
No, she is actually point. No, doesn't go around things. Independent.
From what?
For her life, she wants to do what she wants to do. She's very independent. She will do it damn self. I love that about her.
I know, but like
she's very strong-willed.
The statement you make is different statistical basis, not just two, but percentage-wise.
Yeah.
So
it's a low percent.
So I know. So it's hard to take your word for it without the bigger percentages thought on the same subject. So if him and I, like, let's say 5 other guys, not in your situation, but just you just brought her out and then we met her, like we drove with her, we hung out with her, at her house with you, like that. Then we could make a basis on that. But all it's the basis that. And at this point,
that's no way.
You know what I mean?
Same thing. So it doesn't really matter.
Well, our views, which are statistically more bigger than yours.
No, I don't think. We're both independent.
I think that my girl she does overreact, even driving. Like happening, she's not like, "Hey, wait, calm, stop." She goes, "Ah!" Like that's even worse and more erratic and more chaotic. Instead of a calming,
that's emotion.
That's emotional.
I wish mine was like that.
That's emotion.
You just said
No, I wish
No,
mine. No,
she's
mine.
she's the opposite. She's
Mine's
the
just
opposite.
like you
of
guys.
that.
Yeah,
She's the opposite of that.
She doesn't over exaggerate.
So my opinion, percentage of what most guys think.
Yeah.
Your opinion is the smaller, the smaller of it. That's what I'm saying. So my girl is, but relationship is on a physical basis. You are the
yes, I am.
I mean, I got Joe.
Are you more emotional?
Gotta respect.
Yeah.
I gotta respect that. Yeah, you own up to it.
Using logic.
I don't know. I
Like a 50-50.
50.
So
Sober, I'm cool. Drunk, I'm not. Okay.
oh,
What's the 50-50 though? Like,
I mean,
sometimes you can use logic as like a regular
I don't
male would.
Emotion is
I
very,
don't
very being. So girls are not wrong in that sense. But when it comes to high stress or high tense situation, usually it's not the best
Best way to approach it.
Best way to option is to approach it like most women would.
Sit back, observe.
So you're saying a woman
figure it
cannot be
out.
a strong-willed, take control type of person that can't handle pressure?
So you think a woman?
Most.
So you think a woman can handle the work, the everyday workload of a president?
Yeah.
Without getting emotional,
Without getting emotional,
or like that one that feeling of I need to show him, I need to show I'm a strong woman, and then make a decision that's going to get everybody in trouble.
Yeah.
Start a war just because she needs to feel like she needs to be a strong woman.
Do anything a man can do, pretty much.
Okay, that not everything.
Well, not you're taking that to extreme, but I think they can run the United States. A tight ship. Yeah, hell yeah. In a heartbeat.
Everything about running a tight ship has nothing to do with the physical abilities or the rationality.
You're
of
telling
what
me a
man
woman
can
cannot woman.
I would not.
Oh, I would.
I would have a hard time. I have to see it first in order to.
I would
show me
the woman.
Love to see
the woman.
You're a logical and can handle tough situations with logic instead of emotion.
The woman that she like, hey, I was in the Army, and not just I'm an intelligence computer. I'm an analyst on this. I want to see a woman like I've been platoons. I've done. Then I could. If you just run
out there.
No, you're saying you would want someone like Kamala Harris. You think she could do it? Because today is today, and I'm wearing blue.
I think,
and I go by
the president we have now. Blue. I think she's better than the one we have now. Yeah. The one,
dude. Do you see how incoherent Joe Biden is? The only reason he's not because they're more afraid of what dumbass Harris will do.
I think people didn't vote for a reason. Probably voted in Biden.
She's the most unliked.
Yeah,
unlike vice president.
Polls has been. She has been.
She's the most dumb. Name one speech. I wish you had one of those. Gave one speech. Any speech. You name one. Anyone. She any sense whatsoever at any time, point and period in the history.
She is the first vice president, right?
And you know what? And you know what's really messed up? Everybody hates Trump, but Trump was only in for 4 years when he did it.
You were good
for Kamala Harris for 20. Again, Mitt Romney for 60 or so. None of them blame him for everything.
You don't think Hillary would be a good president?
Hell no. She's the most evil, corrupt woman ever to walk the face of the earth.
The way she got into that position that she's in.
I'm trying to wonder. I wonder who Trump's going to be because he already knows who he wants.
Man, I wish it was Vivek or Vivek. Am I?
He's smart.
He has the quality of speech like Obama had.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not
Is
a
he the
big
one
fan
from
of Obama,
Wyoming?
but he has that quality of speech. He has that quick
Wit.
that quick wit. Any argument or debate will kill you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
and
that's
without getting angry too.
Yeah, without getting angry or like Trump does get
a little
very
bit.
but he can wordplay things like a lawyer.
Is he the one from Wyoming?
I'm not.
This morning on the news where
Right. No, he was about to run, but then he conceded because there is no fighting against Trump at this point in time.
No.
I mean, they made throughout the history of America, throughout the history, made 13 colonies. The Constitution said you have to have in a judge of jurors, all of them have to have all of them unanimously have to say guilty. Or in the trial of Trump, they say only half have to say that he's guilty, and then on top of that, we're going to make felonies out of fucking nowhere. And then for one time that if only half of them say that he's guilty on one of the counts, we're just going to say he's guilty on all of them. Now they're going against the Constitution. I mean, accountability.
None whatsoever.
Like dude, like rapists, murderers, get this, get a due process.
Yeah.
And everybody doesn't see it because it's not in the news. It's not talked about. Like you went against due process of what our Constitution has said at the beginning of America, and nobody that's what makes you so angry.
I can see why. I really that whole thing with Trump is it is a chunt. They want to fall. A lot of people want to see him fall,
whether you like
him or not.
Whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
And you do that with due process. And try that. You cannot change it. You cannot
for one person.
Yeah, like I was saying, like if there was a thing like where a hate crime, like white guy against hate crime with black, you're not going to sit there and appoint a bunch of white celebrities to be the jury.
No, mix
but
it up.
That's what they did. They appointed not only who proclaimed before they even tried. I promise Donald Trump up. That's that smart. That's that judge that was smart.
Yeah.
They held it in New York where we already, brainwashed by this, and then they made misdemeanors. And felonies. 2 or 34. Whatever.
You think he's going to get any more?
No, it doesn't. I don't think so.
It'll happen.
And after they $400 million that he's like, let's start a fund, and dude, everybody get them money. They shut them down. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For that
fund me page down.
Yeah, they shut them all down. They shut them. But that's forms like I was talking earlier. The platforms were out and do that. They want to censor and Musk with the Twitter thing. He took it over. It's like you say what you, as long as like or that, and like that you are not going to censor other people's opinions.
Yeah, and that should never be the case in this country.
Ever.
That's what this country is supposed to be.
That's what America is.
Yeah,
this is not China. This is not
a beacon of light for the world to see.
Yeah, they're trying to do that. They're trying to censor all of that, and it's right in front of your fucking face.
And nobody's saying anything.
And nobody says anything. No accountability.
That's the main, but what's behind that though?
Behind
the saying anything about it.
Well, this was president for 4 years, no war, nobody killed. Biden takes over, 18 soldiers killed. He gave the country Taliban a terror country, their own country, like they were a government source, their own country back. left like $6.8 worth of equipment. They even mocked us. You know that statue where all the American soldiers are pushing the American. Taliban made a thing of that in our equipment, but it's a Taliban flag. They put that out, but you don't see that shit because Biden let that happen. And then the whole war while we were over there, all the people that helped, Americans. Why do you think when they left there, people were hanging on to the airplanes as it took off? Knew once they had that, and once they left, and since the whole country by themselves, Americans, I'm gonna burn your baby alive, and I'm gonna kill you.
Was that Afghanistan?
Yeah.
They knew that. So all the people that helped America and for all those years were over there trying to stop terrorists, their own government, and like pretty much digging in and establishing themselves. Here you go. We're pulling out dollars worth of our equipment. Now you know how we work. Yes, we got 18 soldiers killed, and that was he didn't care because Biden doesn't
move to leave that equipment right there.
Oh, that's
why would it not be? Why would you pull out?
See, if you play both sides of the war, or both sides of any conflict,
we were there for years to stop terrorists.
Yeah, we
I mean, they manipulate a little bit, like all the weapons and mass destruction. We manipulated a little bit. I mean, I'm saying America's, what I mean, we did probably some crap shit, but what we didn't do is give them giving terrorists their own country, their own territory. They were always fighting. They were always because they were always fighting us. They have their own. Now they have their own government and our equipment, knocking us, and now it's crazy. It's so nuts that everybody just ignores that. Like it never happened.
What do you think? How long we've been in war in the Middle East for over 2 decades?
Not anymore. We gave them our shit.
We're still there. Most any country.
Yeah, 10 times harder.
10 times harder.
10 times harder.
For what?
We didn't want terrorists, Taliban, or any of them, like to have their own.
It sounds like we're funding.
Yeah, colleges like Columbus and all them. They don't even know what they're talking about. They're like, oh yeah, from the river to the sea. Do you know what that fucking means? They'll ask them, do you know what that means? Oh, nothing. We just want them free. Like, yeah, they want to murder every single person that doesn't agree with them. From the river to the sea, they want to murder. Like, oh, really? Well, like they don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Indoctrination. That's what I'm saying. It's like that Piers Morgan interview where it was like a non-binary person like that. Like, oh yeah, but I married to this person who's also non-binary, and then we have a third party which we sleep together, do all that, and we have 2 kids, and now they want to be non-binary. Like, they didn't even know anything about that. And probably tell you said something. Kids are kids. They want to be Superman. They want to be Princess Leia. That's
when they're the most impressionable.
So like, you know what I mean?
Their brains are like sponges.
So do you think that 3-4-year-old kid just went off and was like, you know what? I'm gonna study non-binary transgenderism. Or fucking anything. It was you as a parent who brought that up as your own will.
Yeah.
To pander to your own shit to look cool or whatever it may be. Why can't you just let kids be kids? And that's the whole argument. Kids, what happened to that?
If you ran for president, what would you do to change this country?
To change the country? I would put where it was in. I would say like we're not going to put kitty litter boxes for kids who you can, in moderate and what is it? You can beat your kid and spank your kids because you fear your.
So spanking is nowadays as
parents have no control, and even in the home they had no control because they can't spank or the wooden spoon like got it.
Yeah, same
but
here.
You can't do that now, and that was like in the early 2000s, mid. And nowadays you can't even say, like, if your kid runs away and runs to California, kidnap your kid and be firm and stuff. And they asked, "Hey, would you allow a 12-year-old to get tattoos?" Oh no, they don't know the decisions. They don't know permanent. Oh, take a gender affirming medication, which they use to chemically castrate rapists. Let them to do that, and then oh yeah, fine. They know what they need. They know what they need to do. Oh, so a tattoo? No, but cutting off your genitalia and all that. That's okay. I mean,
what's wrong with going to war at 18 and not be able to drink?
Well, that think like war for you, would you, if you went to war, if you were drafted and then you had some like, hey guys, would you want that person back in a war?
They probably wouldn't even join me and get into war.
If that's the only one. Well, okay, you remember all the commercials, the rainbow colored,
the
pandering, okay, you're gonna have it.
It's gonna be there eventually. Yeah, it's only there.
Okay, but would you want that individual on your back watching you in a gunfight?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't feel safe.
Thank you for logical and reasonable. Finally,
I wouldn't feel safe.
All right. Well, at least we know a couple sane people. I don't know about Joe over here, but
I'm not saying I have anything against what they want to do is their business, but for my safety, being in a war with I don't know, doesn't.
Well, not only for your safety, going to war for the country's safety and everybody that lives there.
That right there, it raises another question for me. I wouldn't mean war too much for the wrong reasons.
That's for the agenda where people don't give a shit who gets hurt. The agenda of what this party wants.
We never started a war, so we're always started a war. We always add to. We always have help.
Wars.
Yes,
we
all the time.
We go into wars.
We might not be in the war, but we're the one in.
Yeah, we're involved in it.
Oh yeah,
we're funding it.
We never started it.
The Ukraine shit.
Yeah, we didn't even need to be in that.
Dude,
involved in that.
Dude, the guy that runs Ukraine now used to be a comedic dancer.
Yes,
like
he had a TV show on Netflix.
Yeah. Okay. Now, and then you look at I'm not praising, but look at Putin. He's taking self-defense class. Right? Or they do. Yeah, like, and like, if there was a fight, just like you said, Trump and Biden, if there's a fight, okay, Putin and then Ukraine guys, some brown and tights. Who do you think would win? You know
Putin,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, dude, we're United States going to a bunch of fucking. They're doing it on purpose.
Yeah. Well, it's almost like the country is falling apart at the seams, and this is where we're talking about patriotism. Are we doing it too much? Because we turn our kids are turning to punks, little bitches.
I'm sure you've heard of
everybody
this.
Feelings.
Oh,
and it's enough logic going around these days.
It's how you.
You ever listen to anybody when they talk? I feel like this.
Yeah.
I feel like this is blue.
Not think or anything, but
no,
feel.
Feel.
I was like, okay, let's like what's that? Bears Grill or Grill Bill Bears that like survivalist. Yeah. All right, let's drop you off in the middle reality in nature. Let's see what happens.
Nature
reality doesn't give a fuck, and just like in real life, they give a fuck. Just like in college, you majored in something that has nothing to do with anything not profitable, shit about your gender studies, and then you have a job. Of course you fucking don't. You're an idiot, and you've done the wrong ass shit, and we're not going to pay for it. Like reality hits you a slap with the face, and they think, "Oh my god, take care of me." It's always everybody else's fault. Hey man, I made bad decisions in my life, and now I deal with it. No. I made bad, and now somebody should help me out, and somebody should pay for it. Well, fuck you. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right, man. It's all right.
I knew this would happen. I'm so happy my girl ain't listening right now.
She's gonna be listening probably eventually.
Oh man, like
I don't hear. I knew you were in this.
Well,
we've
say I'm wrong without your feet. Do not say I feel like this and tell me.
You got 100% facts. Does not give a fuck. It doesn't, and it'll spit you out.
I mean, this is where I take. I mean, it's a little bit offshoot, but this is where I take
you up and spit you
like,
out.
well, this is where I take the side of all comedians. They say the same thing. These are jokes. You know what I mean? Like that. You're so brittle. You're so brittle, and that's the sense. Not just comedic things. If you're so offended by comedians, you need to cancel people. In the face, you're gonna expect all the people that did deal with reality, that had the money and made it because they did bootstraps. You want them to take care of you, them to pay for your shit. It's
a scarier world we live in, and scarier as the years go by.
Yeah,
I tell you that much. Guys, man, we are almost here. Almost at 2 hours. First 2 hour segment I've had.
No, it's
Joe,
not.
it's 2 hours. Yes, it is.
Yeah, we've had it 2 hours.
Oh, you haven't? Hour and 46 minutes. I remember.
I know.
Oh, and 8 seconds.
Yeah. This is
Yeah, this is.
Well, I got kind of political because I just so irritated about.
I had worried about that at all.
I'm not worried either because that's just. I mean, it's facts. There's no arguing, so you don't. I'm wrong. You can't. So fuck you.
But aren't the facts pretty much still feelings?
No, the fact
it's logic. Thinking. No emotions.
I'm more shocked that if he was ever president, he wants to bring back pretty much punishing the kids.
Punishing the kids? I mean, kids need spankings.
Yeah. The first thing he said was, "I just want."
Well, I mean, you always have to think about the future. You have.
What's punishing the kids really got to do with it?
So they don't become entitled little bitches. Oh, it's like
reality's gonna make them do that.
Like holding them accountable for actions.
Yeah, reality's gonna make them do that.
That's like
shit they see on TV. Shit they see on that.
If you see,
that's the problem, right? That's the problem right there.
It's not. You can't punish it. Hey, you're watching too much internet.
All right, no,
you're learning this from the internet.
You're playing too many video games. You're doing this. Yes. That's like if you run to a kid who's being at the park, and you're like, hey, no, don't do that, and then oh no, we don't use the word no in our house. I was like, oh really? Let me motorboat your titties. What's you gonna say? Yeah, exactly. Line that you need to keep and
to be drawn.
She's gonna say no to me. I'm saying that, and you need to say no to the kid because you know what's best. They can't eat candy for breakfast. Like what do you say to them? That's why.
I'm saying you have to beat them, but
no, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say within a reasonable thing.
I mean, but my thing was, yeah, I got.
You don't beat the shit out of them. No, I get that, but a reasonable thing.
That's different. But yeah, now these days,
but they apologize afterwards.
More leniency
and that's the problem.
Because people call CPS, get your kids taken away from. That's another thing.
Yeah, but
involved in your
I think there's more ways around that, though.
Okay.
Around that.
Okay. Said the same thing to drunk drivers. Oh wait, instead of busting them, there's more leniency to them. Do you think there's going to be less or more drunk drivers? Meaning, is there?
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know until you try it.
Dude, you're
taking time and do the punishment on a kid because of what they see on TV. Then not watching TV. Stop doing the internet.
Well, don't let them watch whatever they're watching that causes.
Well, then it's the parents' fault. It's not the damn kid's fault. So you're not blaming your kid. You're blaming the mom that says no, but you're going to punish them because you won't motorboat them. That's bullshit. You're being a hypocrite on that.
Come from?
No, because he said
he was
no.
giving an He was
My
giving you
thing
an
is,
example.
we don't say
Blind.
no. If we don't say no,
So
how they do.
what's the other way?
Oh, I don't know. They probably take it away from them. The kid doesn't learn, but it's still.
And then what? Fine, when they
Trying to
eat their
drive.
food, they get it back.
Trying to drive.
Yeah.
They don't learn.
But you can. There's other ways the kid can learn. Take things away from them. Make them
But
not
you
watch.
just said they don't learn.
Make them not watch shit. They're learning all this stuff from, as a parent, the internet. It's not the parent's fault. It's how you fucking raise your kids.
Well, I would raise my kids if they stepped out of line, because I don't let them watch violence. She watches, like Bluey. She watches stuff like that.
But your kid has how old? Come on. I mean, it's not a teenager. It's not a
Okay.
8-year-old.
So what do you say for teenagers then? How you discipline a teacher?
In this day and age, and when you had what, Nintendo or Atari, same as me.
Like
Nowadays,
just
nowadays,
like you, I'm gonna take your tablet.
Take your phone. Take your tablet.
They'll get into that. They'll like, I don't need that.
Okay, so let's say
Then
you
good.
go to work.
They can read more and
or
look up shit more.
they have their own another phone.
They rent, and then they you get one to tell them how to get a blowjob, and then you're like, no,
You can read. They banned Tom Sawyer just because how Sawyer is a classic book.
exactly.
But my thing is,
Well,
did I
for
learn
that-
something
for
how to
that
treat
time,
people
for that
off of Tom Sawyer?
At time it was.
A Huckleberry fan?
Yeah, I mean, did I learn how to beat on being mean to people off these books? No, your book then it more aspect on whole what you believe in is how you were raised.
You want me to look up this book and read it to you, and then you tell me if you would want that.
I
for your
would
child.
just tell me the book, I'll read it too. But yeah, my thing is it's how
Speaking
it's how you were raised. Believe in is what your feelings are.
I think it's like I forgot the name of the book. I would look it up. But you read the book, and that's what you want.
reading it.
How'd you find it?
Because I look up these things. Our teachers are nowadays under and how they do that.
Learning that they have to follow now, prerequisite almost. It's like the curriculum,
curriculum guidelines, how to
guidelines of what to teach. They're teaching.
They are desensitized. That's what they are.
This is where you start, kids and young. Start all on.
I'm not saying every kid in the world is going to be perfect. Perfect. Nobody's perfect. But my parent is going to be perfect. You can not someone else has raised their kids on.
Nobody's mad at them. There needs to be
more accountability on the parents.
That's what we're talking about.
And then they get mad at their parents because they don't know. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be just like be like them. Then so on.
He had a ability with adults that are supposed to guide you to be a reasonable,
better parent
and better. So when you're not home with your parents who are supposed to guide you in the right way, drop you off at school, the teachers are supposed to take for 8 hours or whatever the thing is, supposed to take that place and do that. But nowadays the teachers are not teaching. They're teaching how they feel.
No, not necessarily what the teach.
They hire too. It's like, hey, you have a teacher here who is like a prodigy in English, and however many kids perfectly well because they have the perfectly way of explaining to children, and they're likable, and the children will listen to them and want to learn this shit and make it fun.
There's a fact right
here.
But
then they hire some other teacher with.
There's a small fact right here. Hold on. There's a small fact. I was talking to this substitute teacher. Bad these kids these days. Now, this is going to probably just sum it up, and I'm going to end this. He went on how kids are this teenage kids in school horrible. Listen to you. They don't do anything. His coach ran a poll, and he asked the kids, the teachers, as authority figures. 80% of those kids. What does that tell you? What does that tell you?
I almost want
It says a lot about kids.
that tells the teachers they're trying to be more of their
Friends
than an authority figure.
Thank you. It starts. It starts with the parents, the teachers, even our own officials. Done. Police officers. Guiding the people. And she's almost like a bull in the streets.
I'll give you that one.
My thoughts on this is on the wrong way so fast.
Incredibly fast. Like
so fast.
Like 2020 from now fast.
Fast. Never seen this country decline so fast that it makes me want to vomit. I was at a basketball game, 8th grade back, and girl, I mean, in fact, the team was the home. This black girl lost a piece of her weave, found it on the floor. One of the basketball players picked it up and then, ew, and screamed and stepped off the court and continued with the game. The kids on the sideline are also mocking this girl. And you can hear kids using using fuck. They're fucking great kids. I mean, don't get me wrong. We all, but
just so blatantly,
open.
So
not worry about what
casually.
Not worrying about what the teachers think or adults next to them think.
Desensitization.
Exactly. Point is, guys, this country is falling down fast, unraveling at the seams, and we don't at all.
I think we're really trying to say, excuse me if I'm wrong, is we need better leadership than what we have at the moment.
There is none, and if we don't do something about it, it won't be any, and this will be over before you know it. Guys, this is the end of the third eye cast.
What number is it?
It's number 23. Joe Hill, thank you for showing.
Jordan.
Yeah, thank you for showing up today, buddy. As always. Nick, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, no problem. I had a fun time.
For all the ones that listen, thank you for listening. Appreciate that. We got another Wednesday night at 8. Candidate for Barron County Sheriff.
It's gonna be different.
Rick Brand.
It's gonna be really different.
I hope I said that right. It should be really interesting. Please tune in, and we'll see you guys later. Okay.
Enemy in range.
Yeah. Run the game. Out here.
If anybody liked what they heard tonight and want to hear more, I'm happy to come back again.
Hulk smash.
All right, we're out of here, guys.